Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for everyone who's been subscribing. Welcome, newcomers, new subscribers. Thank you for everyone who's been with me from the beginning. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for your comments and sharing parts of your life story with me. I appreciate it. Thank you. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so you'll get some email notification from YouTube when my videos are up. And I don't solicit you because I don't even get your email. Now this reading we're doing is for the Aries Full Moon on September 16, 2016 in the sign of Libra. So the sun is in Libra, the moon is in Aries, okay? And they are opposites in the zodiac. They are the opposing balance of each other. Aries is the I am, and Libra is the we are. So it is that balance between the two, integrating fiery initiative, change in our lives. You know, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It starts the year in astrology, and it welcomes in the spring, new life, beginning. Okay, so this energy with this Aries full moon is going to bring things to light for you. You know, the sun and moon are on opposite sides of the earth at this time. So it's opposing feelings, okay, and energies, but they're brought to light. So you want to act on these things. You might be feeling fired up for things in your life with new partnerships, relationships. Maybe some of you are looking for someone to be a new love in your life. Maybe some of you are looking to start a business. Whatever it is that you're looking to start something new and change in your life, this is the time. Things will be brought to light with you, and you're going to get that fire under you, that inspiration. I did use the oracle cards as I tend to do with our new moon or full moon readings. And this card is in the Nature's Whispers, Adventure, number 30. So 3 is that creative energy. And when you add a 0 to any number, it makes it exponentially greater. So this is, oh, and here we have a full moon here. Wonderful. Okay, and we have the watery emotions too. But you know what? This conch shell is up in the air. So kind of like very Libran energy too, very mental realm. But we want to talk about the adventure that we're waiting for in our lives. This is what we need to do. And adventure could mean just getting out, going for a weekend trip, going on a great vacation of a lifetime, finding someone new, getting out of a relationship that doesn't serve your purpose, that's toxic. Adventure. This could be an adventure. Whatever in your life could be an adventure. For some people, it's just stepping out of their front door. You know, if you're agoraphobic or have anxieties about things, it's an adventure just to get up every day and try and be a part of the life instead of just existing, but living it. Let's get out and live this life. So for many of us, it is about getting out and living our lives. You know, we see in the conch shell here, the mermaid-like being is in also a watery realm, but above the earth. That in itself is kind of blending the physical reality with the spiritual reality. You know, I like to tie into the spiritual things always. And maybe for some of us, that is the adventure. I know for me it is. Delving into the spiritual journey, the mysteries, the magic, and embracing my higher realm, integrating it with this physical vessel that I'm occupying. Boy, that is a daily thing that you really would call an adventure. So for many of us, what are we longing for at this time? We want to reap the harvest of the adventure. Maybe we've been thinking about these things in the past. Maybe you planted the seeds on that in the last cycle moon last year in Libra, and you're culminating it in this full moon cycle this year, 2016, in Aries. And you want to see it come into your life, and maybe that is the adventure fulfilled. But for the rest of us, it is definitely talking about the watery depths of our emotion, our mental realm, the emotions that are seeing to want to be full, and that we want to create some adventurous new life for us. So at this time, put some fire back into yourself, okay? Maybe you've been in your head too much, you know, because I don't see any fire element here other than the stars in the sky, which is pretty powerful too, but they're kind of small even though you could see them. So maybe you've been living in your head too much and dreaming and daydreaming and wishing and wanting, but not putting the fire and energy into making it manifest. So now's the time to get brave, get courageous, get going, put a move on, find your adventure. A few weeks ago, we talked about writing our story, right? Going to have a great adventure in your mind. Great, but bring it into this third dimensional reality and live it. Put the fire of that Aries into you right now. Now, being in service is a little bit different energy. 41, 4 and 1. So that's another 5. Okay, 5 and 3. So another, creative energy. You know, these are things that are going. So maybe some of you are uncertain about how you could be a part of this adventure that you're seeking. How can you take part in it? And maybe it involves other people. Maybe your adventure is being in service to other people. Maybe your adventure is about helping others. Maybe you're a nurse or a doctor, someone in the medical field. I mean, even if since it's a creative number, you could even be a hairstylist or a florist, someone who does something with their hands that's very creative, someone who uses their creative abilities to be in service of other people. Maybe that right now is something that you need to experience as an adventure. Maybe you're a type of person who doesn't have time for others and you want to make time for others. Or maybe you're the type of person who doesn't really care. Well, you need to look at that, because you know what? Being of service to other people brings things into your life that you would never have had before. That brings a new adventure. Helping others, even if it's something small, you know, like dog sitting while a neighbor goes away, or watching someone's children, or going to the store for someone who had surgery, you know, and they can't get out and drive. Being a helping hand to somebody. You know, the gift is in the giving, they say, and it's true. Because when you help someone else, you feel so good. You know, we do have these light rays coming through the watery depths, again, with these sea creatures in this reading, and water and emotion. So it's going to make you feel good, and you'll feel that light within you, you know, just you fell. You know, you start to feel that welling inside you, and you start to feel so good. It's like your heart grew bigger that day. And you'll notice the more that you help others, the more you're going to feel better about yourself. And you can put the energy into something that will be of service to others, but in the long run, you're really helping yourself to grow. I do love the imagery here. We have some muted shades here. They aren't vibrant, but they're very muted and subtle shades. So this could be something that takes a very subtle energy. It's not something that you have to burn out from, because we know it is Aries fire energy, but we do have these watery depths going on here, and these muted shades. So I'm gonna say, well, Spirit's saying that this is not something that's gonna be like life-sucking from you. This is something that's gonna be so subtle. Easy. It's just like opening the door for someone, helping them with their packages into their house. I mean, these are little things that you might think, oh, it was nothing. Well, it was something. Validate yourself for doing these things, no matter how large or small. And these are simple things that aren't going to be shocking things or stressful things. These are very, like, she's got the food right there around her. She just picks it up and puts it in the seahorse's mouth. It was easy, but the seahorse is grateful. Maybe the seahorse couldn't reach that or could get that food, but she could, and she helped him. It's something simple that you can do for someone else, but the returns for yourself will be tenfold. Okay, now we have maintain your childlike spirit, number 27. 2 and 7 is 9 energy. 9 is the culmination of all the single digits. It goes through the 1, through the 8 to become the 9. It is the last single digit. So it's something that does come to an end, or fullness, wholeness. So here we see that we're on a swing, innocent and free. Head up to the sky, eyes closed, just not thinking of anything else, just relishing the moment. Right now, maybe with this full moon in Aries, it's a time for you to start thinking about your childhood. Think about the things that went on in your childhood, things that maybe left marks in you, from your early environment that maybe were not so pleasant, or things that were joyful and pleasant. Maybe there were people who hurt you and harmed you in one way or another in your childhood, and you can release that and let that go. Get back to a childlike innocence, and now as an older person or as an adult, you can look back on that child, and that if you were there as this adult now, at that time, what you would have done to intervene, to help that child. And that's you, your higher self. You could still cause that healing now, even though it happened then. So put your energy into that release. You know, we do have these beautiful colors. It looks like a wintry scene here. You know, we have snowflakes, and you know, a snowflake is as individual as you and I. There are no two alike. So this is representing each and every one of us here. It's a beautiful scene. It's calm and serene. And you're at peace here. Your mind is in a different place. All you're dwelling on is the moment, the now, the breath, the bliss, the joy that you're feeling right now. So with this full moon, it might be a good opportunity to you to take the initiative, having that energy of a child, that innocence, like Aries is the child of the zodiac, the innocent babe that's fearless. How can you stop a child from crawling and walking and getting into that cookie jar? You know, how dare you try and stop me? I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to grow. This card is like that energy. Taking the wisdom of all the years that have passed into where you are now, ending what was in you, and being that spiritual warrior, that free being of light and love for yourself. And to me, it almost looks like an ethereal being floating around here, whether it is actually in the person's mind and they're made manifest, or it's there, saying Spirit's always there with you. You know, we have these beautiful colors of empowerment here too, these orange, reds, and yellows, the chakras of rooting and creation and empowerment. We do have some green here with the heart chakra, so there is a healing going on for some of you. And for others of you, it is just something that's a return to innocence. Now, what is our heart desire? We need to clear out the old. We have another 5. You know, I'm not surprised we have 3s and 5s here because of the energy of an Aries, okay? And an Aries full moon, too. So it's a fiery emotion. And here we have the 41 was a 5. Here we had a 3. Here's a 5. And the 2 is 7s and 9. So things are coming to a culmination and an end. And you know what? With full moons, we do harvest things. So maybe it's time for you to literally clear out your mind. Okay, clear out your mind from the past. Clear out your mind from everything that is going on. You know, your heart holds the key and the doorway to everything, because that is the fire that we have within us is in our heart. The mental realm is that air. So we create everything here. Now, whatever it was that you have been creating, you're living right now. Everything you thought of in the past is where you are right now. And if you don't like where you are right now, you need to clear out your mind and start all over again. You know, like I said last week, who's driving? You're driving. Put the positive thoughts into your mind. Let go of what happened in the past. It doesn't serve you anymore. You know, whatever wound was there may have healed, may not have healed. If it healed, it may have left a scar as a reminder. You know, sometimes wounds never heal. Even in psychotherapy, there are certain wounds that will never heal. But it's learning to grow and strengthen yourselves and have the wisdom, like the owl says, to find some healing and peace. For me, this beautiful purple rose is, the rose is the highest energy and essence on this earth. Pure essence, the vibrational frequency from a rose is amazing, and it's loving. Purple is that psychic color. These colors here are showing all of us that we have the depth of ourselves. These are deep, rich colors. We have the heart chakra here. That's the doorway to making the things in the mind come true. Think of it here. Feel it here. Make manifest all those wishes that are going up into the universe and bring them to ground here on earth. You have the wisdom to do this. You can create a new reality for yourself. Your heart is longing for something new. Your heart is looking to get rid of the things from the past. And even the things that are now, that are going on in your life that you don't like, or you realize you're responsible for. And if you don't realize you're responsible for them, you need to look at that, because if you can admit to yourself everything that's happening today in your life is a result of what you were thinking of in the past, you will have a better control on what you were thinking now to bring to your future. If every thought you ever had came true, good or bad, how would that affect the way you're thinking? You'd have only good thoughts, right? So this is the time now. Reaping the harvest of what's happened, okay, look at it, clear it out. Even if it's a metaphorical sense, but even literally, if you need to clear out things from your life, like people, places, things, a job, the stuff in the garage, the attic, the basement that you don't need, change up the energy. Get rid of those things in your life. Even those people you've been hanging with that aren't doing it for you. Maybe you don't like the same music you used to, or the food. Try something new. Make changes in your life. Open the doorway, okay, for something new. You hold the key. It's all within you. Everything was within you. If you knew how powerful you are, what a powerful being of light that you are, you would never worry. But we forget before we get here. So now these cards are here as like Spirit saying to us, all the things of the past, even karmic debts, clear them out, release them so that you can welcome new things. I love how the eyes are illuminated here too, seeing the light come from in the eyes and the mouth. This is what you see in your mind's eye, what you speak of, and the light from your heart that radiates it to bring it into your life now. Be childlike, be innocent. Think of the things that you want in your life and start feeling them within you. Seeing them, feeling them. You have the wisdom to do this. Put those emotions, gentle, calm emotions into it and bring it to life. Well, thank you, Spirit, for this reading on this beautiful Aries full moon. And like I said, it is a time to initiate change within ourselves and in our life. I hope this does help give you some guidance or peace. Sometimes it doesn't resonate right away, but sometimes it could touch someone else's life that you know, and you can pass the message on to them. Remember to give thanks on the new moons, on the full moons too. You want to say thank you for everything that's come into my life. Even if it's not something that you truly wanted, embrace the negative in your life as well and say thank you for the lesson that this is teaching me. Be grateful. And yet ask for the things that you're looking to change. Even if it's strength within yourself that you don't have that fire and you need it, ask for those things. Well, I hope you have a great week, and I'll be up with the readings for next week. And as always, I wish you the best.